like a river, like a river.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nosy Timunya. Thank you for tuning in. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, what it do? What it do? Guys, I do not know how to do this anymore. I don't know how many times I've recorded. I've tried to record, but I'm failing because I don't know how to do this anymore. I don't know how to speak to you guys anymore. I don't know how to do this. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like every time I'm trying to do it, I get tongue-tied or just something distracts me and I say things that are really out. But you know what? We're gonna try because here we do not give up. We do not believe in that. That is not in our vocabulary. We do not give up. So 2020 was like a horrible year for a lot of people. It was a horrible year corporately. I know it was worse for other individuals than others. It was a year where a lot of people lost their loved ones, people lost their lives, people lost their jobs, people lost their incomes, and it was just so terrible. But I feel like as much as 2020 was just a horrible year, it was one year where we learned a lot of things, at least where I learned a lot of things. But I think we also, all of us, learned a whole lot of things. We learned that it's very important to take care of your mental health. We learned that it's important to take care of your finances because you never know what might happen. So it's always wise to save money. And it's okay. It's okay that in 2020 you suffered from depression. When the president announced the lockdown, that we're going to go in lockdown, you fell into a depressive state because you're not used to being alone. You're used to having a company of people. And now you were forced to face your issues. You were forced to be on your own. And it just took a hard knock on you. It's okay. But now in 2021, we know better. We know that we need to take care of our mental health. We know it's not okay to not be able to spend time with yourself. It's not okay to always want to be with people. That is not okay. We need to have a relationship, a healthy relationship with self. Yes, I do understand the importance of having people around you, of having a company, because obviously nobody's an island. We all need people, we all need friends, we all need family, we all need love, we all need companionship. But it's also very important to have a relationship with self. Another thing that I've personally learned in 2021 is that do it now. There's no better time of starting than now. I remember, I think in June we buried a childhood friend of mine, and obviously we were not close anymore. But I was really touched because I realized that life is very short and it can be cut off just like that. Like we live life as if we're permanent residents on Earth, and it's not like that. So do it now. That thing that you've always wanted to do it now. No excuses, nothing. Just do it. I remember I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for years now, but I've been always making this excuse that, you know what, I can't start a YouTube channel because I don't have an iPhone. You know, the quality is not gonna be good, man, so I'm not gonna start. It's January 18th, 2021. I still don't have an iPhone. So imagine suppressing the message that God has given you just because you don't have an iPhone. Guys, we gotta relinquish all of these excuses. Stop making excuses for not starting. You cannot say, yeah, I do wanna work out, but thing is I cannot afford to go to the gym. There's home workouts. You can do home workouts. You can do whatever. You can jog. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can improvise. You can be innovative as long as you want to do something, and stop making excuses. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's easy. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's easy to read a book. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's easy to exercise. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's easy to hit clean. It's not easy to form those habits, but you need to start. Whether you challenge yourself, maybe for starters, you can say a 7-day challenge of reading a book. That is you doing something. That is you investing in yourself, investing in your growth. Guys, don't you want to see what you can potentially become? Actually, listening to Jay Shetty, and he was sharing that Bill Gates actually reads 50 books a year. That's a lot of books because a year only has 52 weeks. So how does he manage to read all 50 books in a year, busy as he is? And then you begin to realize that all of these people who are successful have habits. They read books. They educate themselves. They make sure that they empower themselves in whatever space, in whatever field, and about the world, about everything. I mean, I usually say you don't have to be an expert in everything, but know little about something. Know something about health, know something about politics, know something about business, know something about science, know something. And for you to know something, that is to seek education. That is, you cannot expect to be extraordinary if you just rely on standardized education. Another lesson I feel like 2020 taught a lot of people is do not splurge. It's very important to save money. You do not eat everything, you do not spend everything. You need to save some money for circumstances that you might not know, circumstances that might arise in the future. You did not know that. You probably went into a very depressive mode because of being broke. But now that we know, Bumili Dava usually says, when you know better, you do better. So now we know we're going to do better in 2021. So personally, I've got my diary here and I've written a number of things that I want to work on this year. First and foremost, the most important is my relationship with God. I really do want to work on my relationship with God. I do want to improve it. I do want to read more of the word. I do want to listen more to God. I do want to pray more. I do want to fast more and just have a stronger relationship with God, seek him more. And another thing concerning relationships, I just want to have better relationships, because I've always been that person who was like, I don't like. But this year, I want to be a better person, really, to check up on people and to really make effort into making relationships work. Because, guys, I don't care, especially friendships. Friendships are very different after high school. You know, in high school, it didn't require much responsibility because you're with this person every single day. So you don't have to call them. You don't have to make any effort because they're in your face every single time. But now when you're out of high school, it's like you have to make more effort. You have to try and call them. You have to try and initiate meetups. So it becomes a little bit hard, and it's something I feel like personally I've been lacking on, and it's something that I really want to work on. Another thing that I personally want to work on is being valuable, is making sure that I bring value in whatever space that I find myself, whether it's at church, whether it's at home. You know, sometimes, guys, we become really offended when people don't get affected by our absence. But I realize that people cannot be affected by our absence if our presence didn't affect them. You know, for instance, maybe you love this particular denomination or / church, and they never bother to check up on you. I'm not saying that's okay, but sometimes it's because you were never bringing any value, so your space or your absence is not felt because your presence was never felt. So this year I want to try to make myself valuable in whatever space that I find myself, even at home. Like, try to make yourself useful. Don't be a burden. You know, if just clean the house, like do your chores, just cook, do whatever that you need to do. Don't be a burden. You know, may your presence be felt so that your absence can be felt. Another thing, I want to make a better financial choices for myself. Guys, I splurge. I'm very bad with money, but this is something that I really want to work on, because if you're bad with money when you're not working, when you're still a student, you're gonna be bad with money even when you're working. And it's just something that I need to rectify now before it gets really bad. So I want to make like better financial choices. I want to draw up budgets. I don't want to buy things that I don't need. I actually learned something yesterday, that just because something is on sale does not mean you should buy it, you know. So yeah, I'm learning that, you know what, I need to make like better financial choices. And another thing is my health. I want to exercise more. I want to eat more clean and just make better choices for me. And yeah, in that regard. And also health, I mean everything, my spiritual health, my emotional health, my physical health. So if you do want to fix something about yourself, it's never too late. If you want to start something, I encourage you to do it, because there's never going to be a right time. There's never going to be a time where you're going to feel more ready. So just start. Just do it scared. I remember Uzama, the Idols winner for 2020. She said, do it scared. And if you remember her journey, when she started Idols, she was very timid. Whenever she held a mic, she was very timid, but she did it anyway. She performed without any experience. So guys, that goes to show that you can do whatever that you set your mind to. like do it scared. You don't, guys, ukuthuka angeke kuhambe. You'll always be scared to start, but just do it anyway. So yeah, I just want to encourage you that in 2021, I know this sounds like a tautology, but I really need to emphasize this, that do what you've always wanted to do. Yeah, with what you have, where you are, and it'll work out. If you got to this part of the video, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and tell your friends to tell their friends, and let us grow as a family, man. Thank you, guys.